Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. So today I'm going to give kind of a first impression of the new free-to-play quest, which is called the Dread Sea Scrolls, which was just released this week. For most of my videos, I do outlines, so I have a flow of things to talk about. This one, almost no notes or anything. I'm just going off the top of my head and just giving a complete first reaction, kind of like I did in the Promise of Fire video I did when that quest came out. But anyways, let's talk about the free-to-play quest. So, free-to-play quest is a promotional quest. It falls in the vein of other quests in the past that has a purpose. The purpose is to promote the upcoming expansion. So we've seen this in the past. So for example, the Lords of Dust chain, which is a free-to-play chain of quests that was there to promote Menace of the Underdark. We saw things like Lost at Sea, which was there to promote the Masterminds of Charm. And now we're seeing something similar to that to promote the upcoming expansion, which the Isle of Dread, which is coming next year, 2022. They haven't given us a date, but late spring, early summer is what they've told us most recently. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. And this video will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to hear, any spoilers, you may want to run the quest first before you listen to this video. So you've been warned. All right, so what is the lore of this quest? So obviously this is to introduce Isle of Dread, like I said, and it connects to the Lost Gatekeepers pack. So you actually have to talk to Foxpaw, who was one of the students, if you remember from the Lost Gatekeepers storyline. He's the one who wanted to go to House Cannith and be an artificer, but his parents, I believe it was either his parents or his teachers, kind of wanted him instead to choose a career of being like a druid. So anyways, you're following this character, and there is, of course, as we've seen in Feywild, and we continue to see is a continuous storyline throughout DDO, is we're dealing again with codex pages. So he has a codex page, and he's trying to kind of impress, I guess, the gatekeepers by trying to destroy it, because apparently these pages are indestructible. But you're kind of assigned to serve as his bodyguard / prevent him from maybe doing more harm than good with his kind of experiment here. So anyways, you get into the quest, and the first part of the quest, you see this big tile puzzle, which is in the form of a column. And it's kind of funny because when I did my Saltmarsh review, one of the things I criticized it for was them repeating mechanics. And it's like right when you jump into the quest, immediately you see a tile puzzle, and like hilarious. When I did my Saltmarsh review, I was like, the one thing I don't want to see for like 2 years is another tile puzzle, and then there immediately is another one in the very next quest they make. And then they also put in Crest, which is another thing I mentioned. So anyways, there is I will say though, it's a little bit different take, but still, I'm so sick of tile puzzles. Like, I like tile puzzles, but dang, like, come on. That was like, can we please just stop? There's way too many of them. Just like, I'm ready for different puzzles. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that rant. So you have a optional puzzle you can do right at the beginning if you want, which is that column tile puzzle. After that, you need to talk to Foxpaw. You gain entrance to the rest of the quest, and the quest actually spreads out from there. And you enter a docks type area, and pay attention as you do that, because you can talk to there's a lot of NPCs, and you should, first time you're running this, talk to all of them, and particularly 3 that are standing near the water, and you look out and you see what is dun 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 the Isle of Dread. So you can kind of see it out there. It's probably the most blatant tease for an expansion. It's like, look guys, look out there. There's the expansion. You want it. You're gonna get it. But anyways, when you run the quest, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, so you get that tease. You kind of you go to a bar. You talk to a Suwagan, and apparently there's a certain artifact, like a seashell that has powers from the Devourer. You got to try to get that, so you can try to use that to try to aid in destroying the codex page. So that's kind of what you're doing. You're going through the quest. You find this conch. Actually, it's called a conch. You got to rescue Foxpaw at one point. The map really spreads out from the beginning, because at first when you're in that tile puzzle area, it really squinched into a little area. But after that, you do spread out quite a bit. There is the very next part. There's a tiny underwater swim, and there's a crest collection part. Nothing difficult. But for me, this introduced the first of several bugs Very, very buggy quest right now. Hopefully they fix this, but it looks like extra crests are dropping. And for me, when I went to put crests into, there's 3 of them. When I went to put crests in, it bugged the quest. So like the slots accepted the wrong crest, I believe. So yeah, that bugged the quest. I had to restart. But so if you run this first time, just pay attention. Make sure you put the crest. Don't click the wrong crest slot for the wrong, like if you don't have that crest, because it might put the wrong crest into the wrong slot, and then it'll bug the quest. It also appears to be dropping multiple of one type of crest by accident. Anyways, I guess continuing on after that, after you collect the crest, you really wrap back around from this kind of underwater cave area where you're looking for this conch. You wrap around to the docks area, and the map spreads out more from there, and just kill some mobs. You got to find and rescue Foxpaw, and that's honestly pretty much it. There's not too much to say about the quest other than really the storyline is the main thing to talk about. Just it is worth running once in flower sniffing, I would say, just so you can kind of see the big Isle of Dread tease and kind of get an introduction to what's going on in the story. But the quest is moderately pretty fast. It's maybe medium to short length. Once you know what you're doing, it's really fast. I will say one thing I would comment on is the optional puzzle at the beginning. It is a little bit awkward to do because right at the beginning, the column that it goes in is really the room is too small. I think that beginning room, they need to spread out a little bit more and give you more room along the sides of the stairs to actually access the puzzle, because it's a long column and you have to wind up the stairs to actually get in range to select and turn the different sections of the tiles to actually finish it. So I was having a lot of problems just visually. Just when you're going through, it's hard to like see what's going on, just because there's too much stuff in that room. The room needs to be bigger, or they need to take some of the stuff, maybe take some of the background decorative stuff out. Like there's like a large tank on top. I'm not sure if that needs to be there, but probably the best solution is just to add more like empty space near the center of the puzzle, and then make the walls of the room bigger. Just make the room bigger so you can access the various tiles for the tile puzzle in that column easier. But I do recommend you give it a run, mainly for the story reasons. But other than that, there are a couple pieces of loot. I did see that there was a mall, which they haven't had a new mall in a while. I don't think since the Sharon Docks change. So that's kind of cool to see as someone who uses malls. There's even a heroic version, so maybe you'll have, if you're a mall user at lower levels, I think it's a minimum level 6 mall, maybe you can use have a mall there that's not completely bad. So yeah guys, I think that's about it. I don't remember actually what the rest of the loot was, and again, this is just very first impressions. I just closed out my stream. I just finished streaming, and this quests just ran it for the very first time. So if I've missed anything or I've gotten anything wrong, bear with me. Be kind in the comments, because like I said, this is the very first time I've run it. I've not really read a lot on the forums other than checking on the bugs. So yeah, guys, let me know below what you think of the new quest, what you think of it. Would be interested in reading your comments, and I'm looking forward to running the quest probably a few more times here in the next week, just so I can make sure I haven't missed any of the ins and outs, and kind of more, maybe there's some detailed stuff I missed. But yeah guys, go run the quest. It's free, so everyone can run it. So yeah, go enjoy it. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Take care.